You so much, Dr. Subhashini, for such a warm welcome. And I tell you, why I'm super excited today to interview our star champion, our champion speaker of the week. And, good evening to all of you. So good to see you all so lively and energetic on a Saturday evening, right? Would love your energy, all your videos on so that, we can bring out the best of the conversation that we are going to have today. So, I have taken couple of interviews on this platform, but today I had to prepare the most. And I'll tell you the reason why. Okay. I'm going to talk to my school friend today. Okay. You must be thinking that conversation with a school friend is going to be the most easiest, right? Not truly, because for us to finish this, event on time, I had to really prepare because otherwise we'll keep chatting. Okay, so, without any further ado, let me bring up Dr. Neha onto this virtual stage. Let me introduce her very quickly. She's an assistant professor at Holdia Institute of Dental Science and Research. She's from West Bengal, logged in from Kolkata today. And yes, today three people are from the same school: me, Dr. Neha, and the expert speaker that you're going to, hear from in the next, in the next half an hour, right? So, Neha, maybe quickly, you want to say something about yourself, maybe one or two lines about how excited you are to be here today.
Hello everyone. Good evening to all. And I am very happy and very excited to share my wellness journey with each and every one of you today. And I'm so happy to see so many participants joining here. I could not believe so many people are going to join, but I am super happy, super excited. And thank you so much, Shiny, for such a warm welcome.
Fantastic. Now I'll come to the reality. Okay. Now you must be thinking, okay, their childhood buddies, Neha would have listened to Shiny and she would have just finished her program just by haath ka khel. It's like just a piece of cake. They must have done it so easily, right? Now let me tell you the honest truth. Okay. So she started, by the beginning of, 2025 last year, right? And she was into the program 1 month into the program, and I give her a call one fine day, quick follow up, quick catch up with her. She picks up the phone and she tells me, your program is an absolute garbage. Your program is an absolute nonsense. It's not working out for me. I'm quitting. Don't stop calling me from tomorrow. That's exactly what she told me after 1 month. And trust me, this is the most difficult client I have handled in my entire life, because someone on your face telling you that whatever garbage that you're doing for the last 10 months, don't bring it to me. That's what exactly she told me. Now, Dr. Neha, over to you. What was that moment, that made you that no, I'm done. I want to quit this program. Let's start with that.
It is actually a very funny story. So I called up Shiny in the beginning of January 2025 regarding my weight issues. And I told her that, see, at the end of this month, there is this Saraswati Puja coming up. And I want to wear a particular sari. I'm very excited to wear that sari, and I do not like myself the way I look now. So I started with the program, and 1 month into it, I saw that there was no change in my weight. And I had to wear a suit instead of a sari. And on that particular day, she called me up for a follow up, and I told her that I quit. I do not want to continue your program anymore. I did not lose even a single weight, even a single kg of weight, and I do not want to continue your program. I even left the program for about 2, 3 months.
No, absolutely. You know what? I was just talking to Dr. Neha yesterday, and she was telling me that, you didn't feel bad that time. I'll tell you the reason I didn't feel bad that time. Because I know Neha for such a long time. I knew that it is not Neha who is speaking. It is the irritation, that clutter in her mind that is speaking, right? So that's why, I would ask the second next question to you, Dr. Neha, right? So that was the moment that you quit, right? After that, did I change your diet or did I change your exercise? Or what really did we change to make it work for you?
No, you didn't change anything. What happened is, you being my coach, you just called me up one fine day and you asked me to join a morning routine program. And I thought, what will happen with the morning routine program? It's just a program. This was 1 hour of every day, early morning, just after you wake up. And it consisted of certain activities. So I started doing that. And my mornings completely changed. Like earlier, my mornings used to be full of noise. I used to start my day with using of my phone, and it used to be filled with gadgets everywhere. And there was always a series or some kind of music running in the background. It was always noise around me. I didn't used to sit with my thoughts or sit with myself ever. But that one morning, that 1 hour of every morning routine which I followed for a continuous period of time, that completely changed my life. That 1 hour used to make my entire rest of the 23 hours of the day so structured and so organized that I used to feel so energized and so at so peace and so calm throughout the day. And that program helped me believe that I can achieve anything, and that even installed certain discipline and patience in me, and that I thought that I am ready to continue the program again.
You know what? So you must be wondering what is that secret, morning routine that Neha is talking about. Trust me, you all do it, right? We start with gratitude, we do meditation, we do our to-do listing, we do our stretches, and then we do our book reading, maybe, right? Our absolutely digital free, calm, peaceful start to the morning. Because when I spoke to Neha, I understood that it is not the same Neha I'm speaking to. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of noise that she was talking about in her head, and that noise had to calm down. It was not about the diet, it is not about the exercise, it is not about changing the detox drink. It was about helping her, start well. Because I've seen her as a, very structured person. I think that structure was missing, and that is what she found by a peaceful start to the morning. Correct. And she told me something, since it was in the morning, no one could destroy it, not even me, you know. Right. And she was like, that gave me the peace and the calm that I needed to discipline myself throughout the day. Right. That brings me to a very interesting question, Dr. Neha. Okay, it is very difficult to call her Dr. Neha. You know what? Yeah, and it's very difficult. You will understand to a buddy whom you call with nicknames, it is all Dr. Neha in front of you, right? But yeah, so see, she is an absolute foodie. Okay, she told me in the beginning of the program, Shiny, even if I have to cook for 2 hours a day, better give me tasty recipes. My food should be interesting. Okay, how many of you are logged in from Kolkata and you are, very a big fan of the street food of Kolkata, right? You can type on the chat. So Dr. Neha, was an absolute foodie and she wanted interesting food. Now, when I asked her that, you can prepare all these things and, have on your day-to-day, routine, she told me, Shani, now I'm overburdened with cooking. I leave the program again. You better give me easier things. So there was a constant fight and struggle going on with the food part. Now, a couple of days back, she sends me a very fancy plate. I'll tell you what is the name of the food that she cooked. She made cucumber noodles and she is posting this on Instagram. So her journey from being super irritated how to plan the food to become an almost an Instagrammer posting, cucumber noodles with fancy pictures, right? So what is that journey all about, Dr. Neha? How did it started? What all changed? How are you planning now? How are you enjoying your food? I think this is the biggest question that people have in their weight loss journey or wellness journey altogether, that my food should not be boring.
So, in the beginning of my program only, I had told Shiny that, Shiny, listen, I'm a great foodie, and I love having certain food, and I dislike certain food, and please do not include those food items which I dislike, because if it is included in it, I might follow it for a certain period of time, but I will then continue going back to my old routine. And even if once I go back to my old routine, it is very difficult to come back. So I told her, and she customized the entire plan according to whatever I liked. Now, the thing is, for me, if the food is not fixed for the day, and I would have to, it is very easy that I would slip back to my old routine. So everything was customized. But the most important thing which Shiny did for me was, anyone can give you a diet plan or a diet chart, but the execution part is the best part, and it is the most difficult part. So she called me up and she asked me about my entire routine of the day. And she asked me when I'm free, when I'm able to plan, when I can get my groceries, when I can cook, whether I will cook or I will ask for some help, everything. She asked me about everything. And then she told me that you prepare at this time of the day, you prepare lunch at this time of the day, you prepare your dinner at this time, or you prepare it all together. And initially it was becoming a little overwhelming for me because I was going on cooking for 2 3 hours a day. And now I can very easily tell you that I can prepare the meals of my day in the morning in half an hour. And I'm so relieved because I am so aware about the food which I'm eating. I have gained so much knowledge about the items which are present in my balanced meal that I can easily prepare the meal in just one morning for the day.
That is absolutely fantastic because a lot of time we are not worried about, the food that we are going to eat. We are worried about the planning and the preparation and the hard work that goes into the kitchen, right? I think that clears a lot of doubts in people's mind, because when we are working with someone, that's the best part, right? We get to know each other so well that it's easy to not just give you a diet, but to tell you this is how you can plan your day and execute it. Correct? Fantastic, right? So, okay, I'll tell you one more very funny incident that happened. Okay, so when we are preparing for this interview, I'll tell you all the funny things that happened in the last couple of days. So I just pinged her, Neha. You know what? I'm planning to you. You are going to be the champion of the week, and congratulations. Can you share the top 20 benefits that you have? During the program, or the top 20 differences that you see in yourself, right? And she has gone through her major goal was a weight loss journey, and she has lost 13 kg. So I was expecting that she'll write down a lot of physical changes and stuff like that. Out of 20, okay, out of 2019 things that she wrote as benefits were self-growth benefits. Like I am more disciplined, I can think better, I am much more clearer, I am more kinder, I can save more money. And I was like, where is physical health in this? Out of 20, only one was a physical health, transformation, right? So would you like to talk about that? How did a, wellness program changed, the mindset in you? Or how are you a different, why do you feel you're a different person now? What was before? Because I remember you used to tell me that I feel older than my age. I have back pain, shoulder pain, like I am in my 40s already. I have bloating, I have irritability. From there, you know becoming a different person, talk about that.
Actually, Shiny, the major thing which was like golden thing in my life, which you introduced me to, was the Harmony Hour. And because of that, when I started following it, it was that morning, early morning routine. And because of that, I became a much more grounded person, calmer person. I developed more importance. Gave more importance to meditation. I understood mindfulness because I became a peaceful person inside. And all those noise which was around me all the time, I started to cut them. And since the noise was less, I was able to sit with myself more. I was writing more, and I love writing. I used to be more grateful for everything. And I discovered mindfulness eating, and a lot of things. A mental declutter was there. And uh, along with that, I was so happy that I can wear anything now, whatever I want to wear. And I had lost more than 13 kgs. It is the greatest gift of life that you lose all your excess weight. It is the greatest gift of life.
Absolutely fantastic. You know what? Okay, talk about another aspect of it, right? See, when we are approaching a coach, saying that what, these are my physical health issues, right? For you, it is for someone, it is a physical health issue. But when we look at it, we understand that if the body is dealing with a lot of stress, for whatever reason, it can be your career, it can be family for someone. When it is dealing with so much of stress, the cortisol is so high, the stress hormones, automatically your physical body cannot heal, right? And once you figure it out, and once you find a solution to become a clear your upper floor, the rest of the things automatically, gets fixed, right? And that's what happened with Dr. Neha. There was no jadoo tona done in her program. It is only purely that, the all the confusion, all the irritation that was happening in the upper fluid, the mind, that got cleared, and everything else made sense, started making sense to her. This brings me to a very
Absolutely.
important question. You didn't only transform yourself. I know your mom, your dad, your sister, all three of them have gotten into the program and they have transformed. That's a huge, that's an absolute incredible, doing something for your family is the first joy of life, correct? And you have been able to do it. Would you like to share, how do you feel about that and what is their reaction about your transformation?
Actually, when I started the program again, then what happened was every week I travel back to my home, and weekends I stay at my home. So every week, whenever I used to reach home, the first reaction which my mom and dad used to give was, "अरे तुम फिर से पतली हो गई, तुम और पतली हो गई, you have lost weight again." And I used to be filled with glee, and I used to blush, and I used to feel so happy that every week they are able to see the changes, like what the changes which I also am not able to see, because they are seeing me after a week. And the most important thing which I also told them was that it is very important to understand that it is not about dieting. It is when we say that we have to diet, that doesn't mean that you will follow a certain routine for a particular period, or for a particular period of months, or for a year maybe, and then you go back to your old routine. I understood, and this was the major shift in concept of mine, that dieting is not about having a particular diet and then going back to your old routine. It is about having a balanced meal, and such a curated, beautifully curated and managed balanced meal that you can sustain for your life. And it is a lifestyle altogether. It is not just a diet. So anybody, whenever they say that it is a diet, and I feel like, no, please call it a balanced meal. It is not a diet.
I think that's a beautiful take, Dr. Neha, because again, sustainability isn't that's what keep us going, right? If you're not able to sustain something, then it's just a project that we are done with. Correct? It's not a lifestyle. That's fantastic, Dr. Neha. I had such a great time talking to you over, in
Thank
front of
you.
such a beautiful audience. And
Thank you.
before we close, I want you to share maybe one message for everyone that maybe one thing that they can take away from today's conversations regarding your transformation.
I would say please have patience, and please instill some discipline in your life. If you do not have one, please get in touch with Shiny and any of the other coaches from the community. They are excellent, excellent coaches, and they have transformed my life. I know that I have greatly benefited from it, along with my parents. My mother, father, my sister, my entire family is such a fan of all these community people, and every one of us is so excited for all of you to also explore all these options which they have. And it is a great experience, I will tell you, because it is not just an experience for a certain period of time, it is for life. And this is going to change your life completely, forever.
That's fantastic. It was amazing talking to you, Dr. Neha. You know what? She does not just manages patients, she has a lot of students too. And I know that her students are looking up to her, right? She's a walking, talking example of wellness in her circle, in her friends, in her colleagues, right? So many, many congratulations to you. It was fantastic talking to you. And, back to the host, Dr. Subhashini.